Let's take a look at Jumping Jokers by Stephen Tucker. It's a fantastic way to open any set of card tricks because it's visual immediately. It's got a very unexpected second phase, and then you pocket the jokers, you found the jokers and remove them from your deck so you're ready to perform your favourite card trick. Let's take a look at it now. So we've got a trick with a deck of cards, and what we're going to do is basically have a card. Actually, what we should do is start off by taking out the jokers. I'll tell you what, we'll try that with static electricity. The cards, give my fingers a little rub here, and that should build up some static. And if I concentrate on the joker at the same time, what should happen is a little bit weird, and the pack should cut itself right at one particular spot, which should be right at the first joker. That's pretty cool. Now, but there's two jokers in a pack, so let's try and find the second one. I don't think it's anywhere near the top, and I don't think it's anywhere near the bottom of the pack. So we're going to find it straight out the middle with the static electricity, but we'll try and do it a little bit quicker this time. Just touch the cards for a second, and one card leaps out the pack. Now we've got rid of the jokers, we can carry on with the card trick. Okay, so to perform the Jumping Jokers, you've been supplied with a gimmick, which is a just a regular joker, a guarantee joker, with a little plastic bit on it, a little plastic nipple, if you would, which is glued into the index corner. That will be on a bicycle card of some description, but also in the package you will have just a spare one of these, so you can glue it onto any joker of any back design that you prefer. Okay, so that's your actual gimmick. You need a regular deck of cards to match. And there's lots of different ways of kind of getting into this trick as well. So let me just show you one cool way that you might want to do that. Set up your other joker on top of the pack, the one that matches your deck in use. Pop the whole lot in the box. And then with your cellophane, you can slip your gimmick underneath the cellophane there. And if you cut the cellophane or split the cellophane, then the joker will go right in flush. So then you can carry the whole lot in your pocket, and when you want to perform the trick, you can open it up and tip out the cards, and then just use your fingers to steal the gimmick joker along with the deck underneath. So you bring the whole lot out like that, and you can then just chuck the card box away, and your gimmick is in place on the bottom, and you've got the other joker on top of the pack. So what you do then is you spread through the cards, you can flash a few of the cards while you're doing your introductory sort of comments, and you cut the pack at some point. So you just drop the top half to the table, the bottom half on top, and roughly square them up. And what's happened there is you cut the pack, but then you can see the joker with the little plastic gizmo is centralised in the centre of the pack. And so you say, right, so we'll start off, we'll have a card chosen, or actually, I should have taken out the jokers before I started. Let's see if I can do that in a cool way. First of all, we need some static electricity. So you rub your hands together, generate some static. You say, if I have the static electricity and I concentrate on the joker particularly, now you just come over to the deck and you get this really good haunted deck action. So what happens is you grab the deck between your thumb and your second finger, and then you're just going to ever so gently squeeze those together, and that little plastic gimmick is going to act as like a pivot point, and it looks so creepy. And this is why this is a great trick to open with, because it immediately gets something weird happening with the deck that's visual, and it will establish your credibility really fast. So they watch the deck of cards, you just give it a little squeeze, and look how cool that is. The deck just looks like it's slowly cutting itself at one point, and all I'm doing is just ever so slightly squeezing with the thumb and the second finger, and just slowly keep creeping those two together. And the pack seems to cut itself at that point. Lift up on that card and show it super clean and super fairly. That's the first joker. Set it off to one side. And then you gather the cards back up and square them up. You've got your gimmick just sticking out the deck there. And you're just going to spread off a big chunk of cards, because now we're going to do the leap, where the card is going to sail out of the deck. But you want the gimmick close to the top of the deck, because then it will fly out much better, and it just looks cooler as well. So just cut a big chunk of cards to the bottom, so now your gimmick is in the top Mine's like 6th or something. So then you just spread off the top few cards and say, we'll find the next joker. It's not on the top and it's not near the bottom, and you just spread the cards so they can see that it's not there. You say, now we're going to try and find it a bit faster than before, so we'll just build up a bit more static. And then we're just going to shoot the card out the deck. And to do that, you do the exact same thing, but instead of touching it very slowly, you just pinch the fingers together really fast. And that will fire the gizmo out of the pack. I can't even try and catch it. I think it's because I use my right hand and I'm trying to catch with my left, so I don't. I just set my hand down and I fire the joker out the deck so it hits my hand. Then I can pick it up, cover the gimmick with my forefinger, and just show that that's the other joker. Then I pick up both, hold on to both, and then spread the deck face up so you can see there's no other jokers. You've got a regular deck. And then, of course, the cool thing is the gimmick goes back in your pocket. You just bin them, ditch them off to one side. You're left with a completely examinable regular deck that you can do any other trick with that you like. So I hope you enjoyed Stephen Tucker's brilliant Jumping Jokers.